This is a recording about Facebook and getting restricted on Facebook and being banned from Facebook and the false account that Facebook gives for my activity. So, according to Facebook, uh, I have visited Montague, Western Cape, which I've never visited or checked in. Uh, According to Facebook, I checked in and visited Southside Lansing, Michigan. Never been there. So it goes on twice. So on Christmas, December 25th, they say I visited Southside Lansing, Michigan. I never did. Then they say that on April 14th, I also visited Lansing, Michigan. Not the case. Never happened. Then it says Mount Pleasant, Michigan. Then Hope, Michigan. Someone has clearly hacked my account, and Facebook is giving a false account for my activity. It's completely false. I haven't been there. I'm just going to go through some of my favorite memes. In the United States today, there is a pervasive tendency to treat children as adults and adults as children. The options of children are thus steadily expanded, while those of adults are progressively constricted. The result is unruly children and childish adults. This next one's on the corruption of humor, and anybody who's spent time drinking alcohol and being malicious might have noticed that they lose their sense of humor when they're drinking, and that a joke is a very light thing, a pun is a very light thing, and it's not heavy. And this is an article I found on the corruption of humor. None of Trump's humor is self-deprecating. All of Trump's humor is humor at the expense of those weaker and poorer than himself. He mocks the disabled. He mocks women as pigs and dogs. He mocks prisoners of war. He brutally mocks sexual assault victims to the roar of his orcs. He is a vicious, powerful bully. And one of the core lessons he has taught his vindictive, sadistic base of Christianist bullies is that mockery of those weaker than themselves is cool, and they should imitate it. And here's an example of the lightness of a joke. What's so unpleasant about being drunk? Ask a glass of water. See, it's light. And here's a quote by Swami Vivekananda. He talks about Ramakrishna, and what Ramakrishna used to say is that if you repeatedly tell a bad man that he is good, he turns in time to be good. Similarly, a good man becomes bad if he is incessantly called so. So repetitively calling somebody bad is going to cause them to become bad. But yeah, Facebook is I'm not having a good time. I'm having a lousy experience on Facebook. I don't like it. I have never visited Lansing, Michigan. I have never visited, what's the other one? Montague, Western Cape in Africa. I haven't been there. So I don't know what to tell you. I've been having a miserable experience having the police come and take me to the hospital. If the police come again, no resistance. I'll take it. I'll go to the hospital, but I'm asking for a do not resuscitate order. You know, the whole dignity in dying and maid thing, it starts to be appealing, I can see the appeal in wanting to die if the police can come and interrupt me at any time and take me to the hospital for a month, and you could force inject me with Abilify. I don't see how that's a quality of life. Um, I found a quote recently. It's the highest act of charity isn't giving somebody a meal, it's giving them a job. I'm desperately in need of a job because I can't just keep living this way. The police coming to my door and taking me to the hospital. And how many medications am I on at this point? I'm being force injected with Abilify once a month. I take sleeping medications, Zopiclone and alpha lorazepam. I take Wellibeardin in the morning. My quality of life has become really low, and it's a pharmaceutically driven sort of existence, and I don't even have a job, and yet I'm on all these medications. It's terrible. So I'm pro dignity and dying made. I'm looking forward to going to sleep and never waking up. That's kind of the highlight of my day. The thing that I like the most, what makes me happy more than anything, is going to sleep. Sleep is the number one highlight of my day. And when I wake up to isolation, loneliness. My social, there's been a disconnect. I've been disconnected, and the suggestions that have been made to me I found not very helpful. It's easy to make suggestions when you're getting a government paycheck and you're driving around in a car, and I'm on my bike. Any fool can make suggestions.